Well, Monday is back to school for many students, and while parents may be rejoicing, your dog might not be. Our canine coach is here this morning, and we're talking about how to help your dog through the back-to-school blues.
Right, yes ma'am.
So what do you suggest?
Well, you know, all summer long, the kids have been home and they've been playing with the dog, and now your dog has got a brand new schedule that's been going on for the last 3 months. I'm always telling people that dogs are creatures of habit. They don't like change. They don't understand change, so they can't figure out what's going on. So what we need to do is don't just go cold turkey and all of a sudden the kids don't play with the dogs anymore. Set a schedule.
Okay.
When your kids come home from school, have them play with the dog for a little bit so they don't just forget. You know, maybe do the homework first and then dedicate another 15 minutes, take out the dog and play some ball with your dog.
I'm sure the kids will like that too.
Right.
And then what are some signs that the dog is acting out?
Right. It's called separation anxiety. You know, when the dog's suddenly left alone or a change is made like that, they can get stressed. They can start licking their paws, or where they'll actually get a sore. They might start marking or urinating in places they never have before. They could actually do some destructive chewing too. You might come home and there's a hole in your couch.
Oh gosh.
So like I said, make sure that for the first couple weeks when school starts, you keep your eyes on your dog. If you have to confine them to a smaller area, just temporarily do so if you can.
Okay, maybe like go in their crate if they have one?
If you do have a crate, you can go as far as that. If you've got a large backyard with a cool place, they can spend some time out there. Remember, if you're changing something to using the crate again, you've got to schedule yourself to come home at noon. You don't want to have to sit in there all morning and then have to use the restroom at noon.
That feels like jail.
It does.
What about toys, chewing toys?
Right, lots of chewing toys and toys that you can actually load with something. I like peanut butter. Now, if you're going to use peanut butter, make sure it's regular peanut butter. Don't go for the low fat or the low calorie, because usually that has xylitol in it, which is bad for dogs. So you want regular old peanut butter. Let's say it's a hollow bone or a Kong. Stick an ounce of peanut butter in there and stir it up, and they'll take them an hour to have to get out of there, you know, to dig it out of there.
Peanut butter, I like that too.
Yes.
What about the rawhide? I'm always worried about that with the splintering.
Well, rawhides don't splinter. Some of the bones splinter. What rawhides do is they get wet, like a wet floppy tortilla gets, and they can choke on those. So when I give rawhides, I make sure I'm there. You know, that way if my dog starts to choke, I can reach in their throat and take it out. But any type of toys, there's puzzle toys. There's things that they have to actually touch a couple little things or roll it and a treat comes out. Something to keep them occupied. Turn the television on.
That really works?
Yeah, put them on Animal Planet. They might hear a dog bark or something, or the radio. It does, you know, so they just don't hear themselves breathe in a hollow house, you know? Yeah,
we would get lonely too. And is this good for someone who works all the time too?
Exactly. If you're, especially if you change jobs or your schedule changes. Like I said, they're creatures of habit. My dogs don't even like when we change fall back every year. You know, they don't like that because they're like, we're supposed to have dinner, aren't we? I know. And so you got 1 more hour to wait. So they don't understand that.
I like the fall back, not the spring forward.
Right, exactly.
All right, lots of good advice, and we'll put it all on our website. Remember, if you have a question for Canine Coach, you can email us or you can post it on our Facebook wall. Be sure to tune in every Saturday and ask Canine Coach a question.